Wouldn't it be fun if my new cane could control you, Beep? Beep, control! Cane magic, go! Move, motion! Oh my god, it worked! Light Tracer review for the PlayStation VR. Let's begin! First up, let's take a look at the gameplay. This is a puzzle platforming game. You control a girl who has to climb a tower. In your right hand you have a staff with a beam of light. To move the girl around you simply point where you want her to walk to and then press a button. There are no invisible walls and she can fall off the edge. Luckily the movement controls are very precise and it is your own fault if she falls. She can also jump, which you will be doing a lot of. Your left hand is for controlling the camera. You grab and push yourself around the world and can also press the X button to reset the camera. Resetting the camera does help a lot, but it doesn't always go in the best position, so you will be using the free camera controls a lot. Your left hand is also for interacting with objects in the world, such as levers. For the most part the actions work great, but sometimes you have to rotate a platform and it can be a bit fiddly. The controls do take a bit of getting used to, but I was very comfortable using them after completing the first world and was able to position the camera exactly where I wanted it to be, very quickly. New enemies are introduced over time and they all add so much variety to the game. Eventually you get a sword and are able to fight back. Timing is key and learning their movements is great fun. Each chapter also adds a lot of variety to the game. You are constantly learning how things work in the game and it is so much fun doing so. It may look like it is more of the same each level because of the layout of the tower's platforms, but believe me, it's not. So many gameplay elements are in this game. This is quite a hard game. If you get hit by anything once, you return to a checkpoint. For most of the game, the checkpoints are generous, but a couple of times I did think, really? From all the way back there? The boss battles are hard, and I highly doubt you'll beat them on your first go. They are all very different from one another, and some even include puzzle elements. You have to learn their attack patterns and when you must strike. The bosses don't have a health bar, and it actually resulted in me not being sure if I was attacking the first boss of the game correctly. However, the absence of a health bar does increase the satisfaction of when they are finally beat, as it comes as a well-deserved shot. Scattered around each chapter are gems. If you collect enough you can buy a new costume from the main menu. You can also replay each segment of a chapter in the game from the main menu hub. Now let's take a look at how immersive this tower is. Every world has a different theme, and they all look amazing and very distinct. Plants are seen growing out from the platforms in one world, and snow is covered over platforms in another. Everything is super crisp, and the depth is incredible, on everything. And because you have free control of the camera, you can really take a closer inspection if you want, which is something I did numerous times. All the animations are very fluid and are top quality on both your character and the enemies. It's quite enjoyable viewing the bosses' animations, and it really does remind me of the boss battles found in PS2 games, such as Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter. The sound is great and has been given a lot of thought. When you walk on snow you can hear the snow crash under her weight. This may just be me, but for a while when I was holding the button down to guide the girl around the world, I thought the staff sounded like a telephone ringing. It was annoying, but I did get used to it. The music is cheery and each location's theme music suits it very well. I thought the girl was quite young, but when you hear her voiceover, you realise she's not as young as you may have first thought. The voiceover is very good. Now let's take a look at the setup and what controllers the game supports. I played this game in a seated position just under 2 meters away from the camera. The head tracking was spot on and at no point did I feel motion sick. If you think the camera may make you feel sick, just keep in mind that you are in full control of how fast you want to move to a new viewing spot. The DualShock controller and one move controller are not supported. The game requires you to have 2 move controllers to play. Now let's take a look at how long the game is and what trophies come with it. There are 8 chapters in total. It took me around 5 hours and 15 minutes to reach the top of the tower and beat the final boss. But I did get stuck a couple of times on some of the puzzles, so your game time could vary. If you're going for the platinum trophy that this game includes, you're going to be replaying the game for a very long time. In total there are 34 trophies that can be achieved. There is 18 bronze, 11 silver, 4 gold, and 1 platinum. There are quite some unique trophies for completing levels in a certain way, such as finishing a segment without killing any animals. You'll also get trophies for buying all the costumes, but this is a bit of a grind, as I finished the game with just over 700 coins, and the most expensive costume is over 2,000. Overall, the trophies really do provide some decent challenges. And now it's time for the verdict. Don't be fooled by the visuals, this is a challenging game, so if you are a casual gamer, I think you may find this a bit too hard, and it could become frustrating. I welcome the challenge and am so happy to see the PlayStation VR get some titles that are aimed more towards gamers that like to test their skills. The whole time the game felt like a Nintendo title. It certainly has the polish seen in Nintendo games. The price point, in my opinion, is amazing for such a solid gameplay experience. There is a lot of gameplay elements in this title, and at no point did I find the journey repetitive or boring. It really does introduce new stuff all the time, and it really was a pleasure to climb the tower, even though I had to climb some segments again from quite far away because of annoying checkpoints. If you like the puzzle and platforming genre, you simply need to get this game right now. It really did feel like similar PlayStation 2 games that I grew up with, and was extremely satisfying learning the new controls to play in a virtual environment. I give Light Tracer a score of 8 out of 10. Move motion! Oh my god, it worked! Finally, I have a way to control Beep! Ah! This really is a great game. Let me know in the comments if you'll be climbing the tower anytime soon. And also, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give me and Beep a thumbs up. It really does help us out.